not a dream. I see them standing high. I feel unsafe and that I may die. At night I sigh, and then I begin to cry. This is not a dream. Knowing this is not a dream, I start to scream. I feel I will never be redeemed, and as it may seem, this is not a dream. They're standing tall. I know I will never answer the call, because I know they will never fall. This is not a dream. Between heaven and hell. Another morning, foggy, chilly, and pretty. Mountain curves, air, and sunshine over Dixie. Colored leaves of changing forests, a vibrant specialty. But arises a tedious, tiresome week in the somber city. That bitter vector for consumptive degeneracy, ignorance, and superficiality. I prefer humanity, serenity, and independency. Like the memorable heaven forever in my sentimentality. Places that are like my home, a simple southern specialty. The musty stench of large town reeks of rotting society, while deceased culture poisons systematically morals and formality. But the country night is cool, hollow and pretty, moans, hums, and sighs of wildlife ambience over me. This silent, moonlit countryside, a heavenly specialty. Brother, I'll always think of the times playing with you, remembering the years as you grew. With all of my heart, I hope you knew, my little brother, I love you. I remember back before you could walk, think back to when you couldn't talk, remembering all our days of play. My younger brother will grow apart someday. I'll always think of the times maturing with you, remembering it is I who you look up to. With all of my heart, tried and true, my baby brother, I love you. I remember back before we grew up, think back to when you couldn't stand up, remembering all our days of play. My youthful brother, I'll move away someday. I'll always think of the times playing with you, remembering the years as you grew. With all of my heart, I hope you knew, my little brother, I'll always love you. I miss my bedroom. I miss my bedroom, and I think it's safe to assume, most of all, undoubtedly, my family. I'm never home, often alone, wishing and waiting to be back home. When I'm home, it feels like a dream, gone in the blink of an eye, it would seem. I miss the way it used to be, every day with my family. They're getting older, and I'm getting older, thinking back to when I was younger, missing time past and waiting for time to pass, to be home again with those I cherish until the end. Together alone. I remind myself of when I really began to love you. Those special moments and everything said, and the ones where all I could do is look at you. Do you remember the day we sat alone, losing track of hours upon hours? I remember you sat next to me alone, stunning, amazing, beautiful. Who would have known I would be mesmerized by all that you are, from your personality to your dreams and those eyes. You will never truly know how happy I was and how much it meant that day we sat alone. Do you remember the day at the theater, spending our last day for some time together alone? I remember you sat next to me alone, illuminated in the dark, breathtaking, gorgeous. Could you have noticed or known how my eyes seemingly, endlessly pulled towards you? There was silence to laughs and the quick eye contact. You will never truly know how happy I was and what it meant that day we sat alone. And though you're gone, I stay optimistic that one day we can be together, because I miss and love you and the time we spent, because I always remind myself that I do love you, and I want more of the special moments and what will be said, and the ones where all I can do is look at you. Depressed. Depressed, a simplistic yet daunting two-syllable word with heavy characteristics. From happy to sad without warning, dragging down and decaying a mind without reason. But there is also no reason to not be happy. So why, I ask, would you find yourself a depressed mess, isolating yourself adrift, and never escaping from this? Thoughts change themselves instantly without warning, making you depressed and afraid for no reason. But there is also no reason to not be happy. You are alive, you are free, you have a future, talents, friends, and family. So why, I ask of you with depression, why do you insist on giving into conflicting thoughts, making yourself see a side where you do not matter, when it surely is not true? Leave behind loathsome lying depression and believe in what you can always truly have. A three-syllable word: happiness. Life. I don't know where I stand with this world held in my hand, but here I am in another world I don't fully understand. Every day I hope for the best until I can lay my head down to rest and ponder this fucked up mess. Where I'm going, I can only guess. Always on my own 2 feet I stand, with a world of potential in my hand. But here still I am, in another world I don't fully understand. Every night I pray for the best, until the day I lay down to rest and smile at this crazy mess. Where I'm going, I can only guess. This beautiful tragedy dreamland is a quest I do not understand, but hold happily in my hand. Life. How we really feel. It was late as hell, but always worth it. Talking to you all night, only that night, you made it even more worthwhile. You wanted to see how one another felt all the while. And so, on that late night, only truthful and deep feelings did I share. Little did I know, after all I say, you would feel the same way and admit to it. Only you were unsure, but knew your affection to be true. So I assured you that everything would be all right. Talking to you that late night, only saying the deepest and best things. And now, every night since, I remember how we feel, only seeing you in my dreams and waiting for when I really can again. One night, we will stay up late as hell again, and it will be worth it together, talking and laying with you all night. Only that night, being beside you again, will make the wait worthwhile. Yesterday, child's play. Can you remember it like yesterday? Yesterday, child's play? Before we were to grow and toughen, my now grown cousin? Do you recall playing hide and seek, or how strong you were and I still weak? Do you think about how we used to speak before we all had a work week? What can I say? I guess we all went our own way since yesterday child's play. Do you recall our small height? Or how about when we stayed the night? Or how our smiles were always bright when we could still play under the warm sunlight? Can you remember it like yesterday? Yesterday child's play? Before I moved away and age made us grow away? Do you remember our imagination, our box station, or playful aggravation? How about lightning bugs illumination? Or each of our graduations? Do you ever think about that old vacation? Or when none of us had an obligation? Can you remember it like yesterday? Yesterday child's play? Eerie Kibosh. Little did you know I'd poison you, and little did I know you'd poison me too. I've been so busy I didn't have a clue, digging your grave, and I'm so sorry too. I'm sorry to say I have no more care for you. In these last moments together, loathing each other, waiting to pass to forever, bound to each other until death does us part. You can see it in my eyes. Yours are fading from you. I can see it in your face. My veins are burning too. You've been so busy, you didn't have a clue. Digging my grave, and not so sorry too. You're not sorry to say I have no more care for you. In these last moments together, loathing each other, waiting to pass to forever, bound to each other until death does us part. Your glass is falling, my mouth is foaming, your body's slumping, my vision's dimming, and now death's done us part. Asylum. Locked away here with scars deep and severe. No one can hear me scream, and this horrible dream is most unclear. All is a haze, and my eyes begin to glaze, reflecting only the small blue gloom from the barred window to my room. I fear may be my tomb. The people in white are a fearful sight, wiping my doped drool, keeping me locked up right tight in this cruel cesspool. Someone help me to be free. My feet are chilled. I wish to be killed, but the doctors take care to maintain my blank stare. The scary part of this asylum conundrum, where I unwillingly reside and hide, the loose thread is my own head. (8:30, 2019). I can feel the fall breeze blowing in. Crops soon to die, harvest soon to end. As one chapter draws to a close, another one is soon to begin. I will soon see leaves falling away, choices to discray, decisions to weigh. As time to think draws to a close, another new experience is underway. I can sooner see Skin Foxy and Rim Foxy, charioting night by day in Tennessee. As summer draws to a close, another winter is soon to Dixie. I see Thor's hammer break sky, considering night by day to rectify. As crickets and croaks come to close, another wishful wish for Odin's eye. I can feel the cool chill setting in, conscious to comply before year's end. As recent life comes to a close, another job I must take to begin. I can feel on this southern night, change soon to defy, fire soon to light. As one chapter draws to a close, another one is soon to ignite. Sistine smile. Impossible to forget easily, a special part of my memory. I only wish you knew, I'm not just simply proud of you. Like a song Willie Nelson covered, or an experience David Allan Coe discovered. You, a special one of a kind, like a melody, you were always on my mind. Confident, nurturing, positive, beautiful. A young mother, hardworking and dutiful. I'm proud of and happy for you, and still hold some kind of love for you. Even after all of this elongated time, you still remain to be not mine. Angel. What happens when you put an angel on a pedestal? When you create a perfect perception in your mind? You may try to resist, but it's unpreventable, as you place her under a glass and atop a pedestal. She seems almost perfect, too good to be true. This angel kindles the light of your world as she sits upon her pedestal. She is yours alone, your perfect angel on a pedestal. But the thing of it is that looks can be deceiving, even for an angel on a pedestal. You'll be devastated to find she is flawed by design, your perfect angel on a pedestal. It seems scary to admit, impossible to be true, this angel that grants light to your world. As she sits upon the pedestal given to her, your perfect angel on a pedestal. You can try to ignore her black wings, but beware, when you put someone on a pedestal, whichever way they decide to tilt, they will fall, especially a perfect fallen angel on a pedestal. Cinematography of memory. The cinematography of memory, a stage to comedy and tragedy, remembered and replayed vividly like a lovely, nostalgic melody. Images imagined in mind, slideshows, movies, moments in time, the bygone days which so design a wonderfully unique storyline. Mused over moments, display what feels like living now, today. Reminisce like it was yesterday, but from times and ages far away. What's better from the mind's treasury than that which we alone can see? That which makes up our identity, the cinematography of memory. Be there. Don't speak. I need time to think. Everything to you that meant everything to me was nothing. What should have meant something was nothing. I feel cold when you're not there, and I ponder if you even care. Because I gift you enjoyment, and you return the greatest gift of all, disappointment.
So don't speak. I need another drink.
Everything to me that I wish meant everything to you is nothing. What could mean something is nothing. I feel warm blood ripping out hair and search through a blank stare.
Cause I gift you enjoyment and you return the greatest gift of all, disappointment.
So please speak. I can't bear to think. Everything to you that means everything to me is nothing. What I want to mean something is nothing. I'll give you the world. Fill it with everything for you.
If only you'll let me be there, it would mean everything to me if you express a little honest care.
I can no longer speak, for my mind is bleak. Beautiful morning, morning. I awake early in the morning, tortured by thoughts and mourning, thinking of the one I loved buried within my thoughts and skin, balancing headache and heartache, which were destined to break, trying to find hope to replace, but I cannot unsee her face, desperately fighting, avoiding crying, allowing her to infect my writing, most notably, my poetry. Might I ever hope to feel that way again? Should I try for my love again? How much happiness she gave me, how much of my world I let her see, how much she gave me to say, and how easily she took it away. Balancing hurt and sorrow, which I know will not leave tomorrow. Trying to find in my life a new place, but I constantly picture her face. I lay down late at night, wishing I held her love held tight, thinking of the love within, consuming my thoughts and chilling my skin. Distant. What is it like where you are? Do you think of me as often as I do you? Because now we are distant, and you live so far. Inside, I know you will probably go on without me, but you are on my mind constantly, and I do not mind the wait, or however long it may take, because I want to decrease the distance. And one day, you will not be so far. What are the people like where you are? Is one of them going to replace me? Because I can only still think of you, and I have done well to keep touch so far. Inside, I cannot wait to see you. But do you feel the same as me? Because I do not mind and cannot resist, but to focus however long it may take. To decrease the distance, I continue to persist and build upon the feelings we have so far. Because one day, I do not want us to be so distant. And maybe your feelings and thoughts, compared to my own thoughts, will not be so far. Serenity. Where have the times gone? Those memories I count on, which unknowingly pass me by so fast, but are treasured and will always last. Sometimes I don't feel as I should, and if I could go back, I think I would. The older I get, the worse my mindset. But every pain, hurt, and regret is somehow a happiness I'll never forget. Although I cannot presently see, each awful day is as it should be. Habitual times that are gone are memories that live on. Brief pleasantries that pass me by so fast, but are reflected and will always last. Granting courage, wisdom, and serenity to look upon each day with ecstasy. I miss you. I miss you. Simply put, I love you too. I wish you were here physically, but I mainly miss you mentally. I miss your dreams. I miss your voice. I miss your ideas. I miss your laugh. I miss your smile. I miss you beside me. I truly miss you, and I truly love you. I wish we had more time together physically, because you being so far away hurts me mentally. I miss spending meaningful hours with you. I miss your honesty. I miss your love for me. I miss my promises to you. I miss everything we do. I very much miss you, and I very much love you. I wish, when I finally saw you again physically, that you were not so absent mentally. I miss everything about you every day, because I really do miss you, and simply put, I really do love you too. Hushed comedy. A criticism, a thought, a burden, a curse. Negativities that involuntarily immerse come to mind adversely across, weighing heavy like a personal albatross. Have I fooled myself with an illusion, or have I discovered dissolution? Uncertainties, heavy and meddlesome, worries me like a pit and a pendulum. Wish I could stay mentally reposed, but deceitful confliction is always opposed. Can't I put down to rest the duality inside, or must I internally feel as Jekyll and Hyde? Am I an individual, reflection, or shadow? Do I stand in solidity, cower, or fight each blow? Do I plunge into the superficial delirium, or do I instinctively believe in carpe diem? Confused and bemused by the diffuse, every choice reproved and disapproved, concentric circles of dire despondency. This is a young adult's hushed comedy. Undead merry-go-round. When the heart was jaded, she found herself cross-faded, spinning round and round the undead merry-go-round, sailing a vessel inside her veins through intoxicated spirit mains, inhaling a deadly nightshade, trying to make the horrors fade, embracing and inhaling the fire and ember, trying all she could not to remember, and drinking the sea main's brew, so she'd haven't the slightest clue. Jim, Jack, and Jane cleanse the war games from her brain. Promises turn lies before her eyes. She sees it all again, and the high dies. As demons pass her by on the conqueror worm, she does not question why, nor does she squirm. It would feel her jaded heart done wrong to play beautiful demons a beautiful song. She broke a smile just for a while, with razor's edge and a guile, perfectly mellow, she played her wrist like a cello. When the mind was decimated, she was once more lost and cross-faded, spinning round and round the undead merry-go-round. 20. Trying to understand this convolution, confusion coupled with dissolution. Pondering heavy, here I am, 20. Fulfilling my obligated propriety with an associate of applied science degree, majoring in digital media design and production, and a concentration of computer animation. Trying to avoid my own destitution, but I have no conclusion or solid solution. Thinking heavy, what comes after 20? So many things for me to worry, yet another approaching hurdle in my journey. Again, I make a selection, choice of direction, unsure what I should do to reach satisfaction. Trying to think about after graduation, life running, subtle but sudden, anticipation. Thinking heavy, where do I go from 20? Still, I am thinking consciously. Stress and anxiety don't confront this prodigy. Whatever my resolution, choice of evolution, my worth and pride will be proven. Trying to place my next devotion Whatever ensues, I'll keep floating, unbroken, thinking heavy. Bring on the next 20. Crimson Shore. Judgment gone once more as the crimson tides wash ashore. The liquid memories of a young lover's yore. They exchange experiences and words. Such beautiful experiences and words. Like the two of them. But did they truly understand them? They butchered hearts, tore each other apart. Yet, he continues to love her as he walks across the crimson shore, caring for her once more. But why does this endure? The young man is not worth her love enough to be pulled offshore and into her heart anymore, because she chose another he to sail the crimson sea. Forgetting those days of yore, refusing the latitude, she stranded him there and treated him unfair. She exchanged beautiful experiences and words, like the two of them once had. But did she? Did she truly understand them? He eventually sailed once more, far away from the shore, into the sea, creating liquid memories of a lover's yore. But now he left behind and stranded she. Could he not notice, or did he not care to see? When she finally walked upon once more the crimson shore. Docuro. Enjoy the few around now. They could be gone somehow. Memories constantly remind. Friends can last a short time. People who are there for a while, comforting and giving a smile, can seemingly move on out of your life and possibly gone. Everyone changes, but caring exchanges never actually fade and die, and memories are the reason why. If they were a great friend, but it seems like the end, you don't have to let go or let them become a shadow. Some might die or be written off. Lifelong friends could be cut off. But they will always be there, and somewhere you will still care. Enjoy the few around now. They could be gone somehow, but be grateful for friendship and never actually lay it to rip. Dreams beyond silent screams. I hate it when I hear the screams of far-fetched dreams. Dreams that drive me mad, and a reality that makes me sad, causing me to tear at my own seams in attempt to believe in fictitious dreams. Extending myself and abilities, drowning the screams that distort my dreams. Stuck in a lackluster, fucked cluster mindset. What do I represent? Who am I beyond the screams? And might I ever be back again for these flustered and shuttered dreams? Somewhere beyond my screams and away from what I don't want to be is what I've always wanted to see. The silence of screams and long sought out, successful dreams. My old friends, where have you been? My old friends, how long has it been since the time we used to spend came to its end? Sometimes I pretend we are all young again, and all is as it should had been when we were all friends. Every day or every other weekend, hangouts had no true end. Every day or every other weekend, I spoke to my old friends. To see school reach a bitter end, and our lives rapidly begin. It seems you outgrew your old friends. But did we truly meet our ends? My old friends, where have you been? And should I ever expect to spend, outside of ancient memories, another day with you again? 2L. My beautiful, beautiful Lady L. With lovely beauty and personality, I hope that you're doing well. You were the one I sat alone with, the one I tried and desired to be with, the girl who made a young boy happy, but moved away, sadly. I'll always remember that year from June to December, and the next from January to March, and that week you flew up in the summertime, as well as the late September night sublime. It wasn't long after my eyes flickered and blood chilled, and all that once kept me thrilled, you were now an evanescent memory. I was hurt tremendously learning of your pregnancy. But I will always care about you, connected mentally or by heart, together or apart. Because I loved and always still love you, my beautiful, beautiful Lady L. Recounting. I can remember it all inside my head, recount every word that was said. Things that seemed to me incomplete and obsolete, not alive, but dead to me. So why, I ask, is your reason for making me see crimson, turning and hiding, never coinciding, and never a reason given for this tension? Remembering possible reason for bleeding, sighing, and then breathing. Put away the memories for safekeeping, and finally keep repeating or foolishly believing. Spinning feeling coming to mind, sickly anxious fantasies, but I don't seem to mind. Latching onto you, them, even Christianity, but never once holding against what causes this insanity. So I search for a possible reason, for your reason of leaving me stricken, avoiding, ignoring, and distance furthering. I look for a reason for lack of cohering. I can remember it all lying in bed, recount every attempt, but nothing said. Dreams that seem to me a need to be complete, and to obtain your unique liveliness before the death of me. Head banging. Not scared of what's ahead. Finish banging my head, rising up like a fucking warhead. I'm still standing, surviving. I keep fucking climbing. I keep head banging. I won't drop dead. Not gonna hit my head. I'm coming fucking overhead. I'm still smiling, fighting. I keep fucking rising. I keep head banging, jamming and striving and head banging, living and working and head banging. Head banging over banging my head, taking on whatever's ahead. No more banging my head, coming down like a fucking warhead. Fun with it. I'm still progressing, spinning. I keep fucking winning. I keep head banging, not scared of what's ahead. Stop banging my head. Got a happy life before I drop dead. Head banging over banging my head. I keep head banging. Picture hurt. Take a picture, it'll last longer. A constant reminder of a painful memory. Inside my head, rumination of the misfortune and traumatic anxieties. Brooding, dwelling, focusing, thinking, hoping, waiting. Just what the hell is happening? We had a blast, but it couldn't last. When you left me in the past. Wish it were easier for me to say goodbye, finally. Take a moment, not any longer, to remember a time in our memories. Inside your head, no consideration of the frustration and problematic varieties. Tossing, turning, dying, breathing, standing, healing. Can't let this keep happening. Forget the picture, hurt no longer. Snuff out the reminders of the painful memories. We had a blast, but it couldn't last. When you left me in the past. Wish it were easier for me to say goodbye, finally. Saturnine Sacrifice. Head of Saturnine, heart of melancholy. It's 9:30, and they found a body. The reflectiveness of my reflection reflects a Saturnine Satan and an anxious Jesus. Simply something that cannot be explained, why the disease cannot be restrained. So I converse with the remains, accompanied by my crow crony. The starvation leaves me bony.
C'est la vie,
it whispers to me, adopting and donning a caring charade, engaging in a devious fiasco, dress and masquerade. They all stand around me. There is a jackal by candlelight, a light like no light in the light of dark of night in my sight. Another cough, and my crony crow whispers to me, Look
how beautiful you are to be.
I ignore his hideous Saturnine face. A woman stands in place upon me, looking at my remains, pretending to care, stroking my hair. The sickness continues its restraints. My Saturnine Satan, my cawing crow crony, wakes the jackal for the preceding ceremony. A Saturnine Satan, an anxious Jesus, head of Saturnine, heart of melancholy.
C'est la vie.
The crow whispers to me. If you hadn't. If you say goodbye to me, don't make promises that I'll never see, and go on without me, happily. Lives interweave, friendships achieve, pains relieve, but love always grieves. If you hadn't broke my heart yesterday, and I didn't still love you today, then maybe tomorrow wouldn't be so far away. And if by chance you someday remember me, would it be you that I see? And could I live on happily? Lives unweave, friendships leave, pains aggrieve, and love brings grief. If you hadn't broke my heart yesterday, and I didn't still love you today, then maybe tomorrow wouldn't be so far away. But maybe someday, the old you will come back to stay, or just one more day. Pessimistic, recalling the evanescent. It feels good to hold on. It feels pleasant to enjoy it while it lasts. Together, we are forming a bond that I wish, hope, and dream lasts. They say you will soon move away and be gone. Then you say you sooner want to be gone. To be together as we battle our endeavors, I stay optimistic to count on. What would be better than you and my fantasies? To keep you from becoming another evanescent memory, to make you staying here a reality, It would seem it maybe cannot be. It feels good to try and hold on. It feels pleasant, but hurts when it may not last. I hope we are building a promising bond, but why do I even continue to try? When deep inside, I know you will move away, and my wishes and hopes and dreams may never last. Yeah, let's do it. Should I still? Should I love her? Should I leave her? Embrace my dove, who of all I love above, or in the rouge that brings mental abuse? Should I see her? Should I stop her? She calls me a friend. Can I say the same in the end? And if not more than that now, when and how? Should I believe her? Should I bury her? Everything I try and do, all of it for you, to show how much I care. Alas, you do not share. So I ask, should I love you? Should I leave you? Should I love you? Exactly where are you? And might I ever be with you? Should I leave you? Should I leave you? Should I leave you? Should I love you? All the conflicting thoughts and questions, and I still do. I still love you. Yeah. May I ever find an understanding? What is going on? I do not even know. As my thoughts breed and overflow, I feel faded, overthinking and agitated, wasting time again, time and time again. Every last insignificant detail misinterpreted, metamorphosizing a mind to be enervated. I feel hollow, under a gallows and shadow, wasting time again, time and time again. May I ever find an understanding to these negativities haunting? I feel bemused, between confused and consumed, wasting time again, time and time again. The craziest part is that all I'm doing is uselessly overthinking and stewing, feeling alienated, irritated, and aggravated, wasting time again, time and time again. Kintsu Kuroi. We all carry scars that read like memoirs, etched in mind and skin, showing everywhere we've been. Memories that painfully stab, at the same time dry and scab. Some people are unreflective, others carry a different perspective. Wearing scars that read like memoirs, pasts that now mend a better person within. From experience, eyes open to show the damage and broken. Marks of growing up, attributable, are the most beautiful. Parasite. Suck again the life out of me, for I could not at first see. You've done it once before, and now so once more. Poisoning my veins, consuming all that remains. Like a tick, draining me, increasing like a virus or a flea. Why did I ever let you in, to crawl under my skin? Like a worm you pick at my heart, only to feed and tear me apart. Like a parasite you do not see, again what you're doing to me. Draining my hopes and trust once before, and now so, leeching once more. Please stop the pains. My immunity is surely slain. Enough, this host must implore. Once more I beg and request. For leave again, little life of me, for you've bled me out again. I can see, though truthfully, not surprisingly. Today, I keep taking myself away from my world and into an abyss, because I don't know what's going on, and I don't know what to say. There is not a second I don't think about the cliff, constant seconds about the hours we spent, and then never seeing you again leaves me adrift. Today these thoughts fill my head, away they eat at me, leaving not a scrap of bliss, because you leaving my life fills me with dread, and I don't know what to say. One thing is for true, that the small time I got to know you, I really began to care for you. Today, I only wish I had known you sooner. Away from me you now reside, because of a turn of events, better for you, but sad to me, and I don't know what to say. Yeah. Jack-o'-lantern. With lovely eyes that shimmer and shine, and a carved smile, bright and divine, you offer me a comforting light, which illuminates each night. As sweet as Halloween candy, you never fail to make me happy. With your unique light, I cannot be torn from your personality and splendor to adorn. My heart burning like a bonfire on Samhain, my soul cleansed, serene whenever we convene. You, my adoration, are so uniquely enticing, not hurtful, guising, or cruelly conniving. Like fall leaves of changing colors, I'm astonished by your true wonders. With my heart, should the wind blow, I wonder where it is you shall go. Even should you be an ember, you I will always remember. For your happiness I yearn, my lovely jack-o'-lantern. A thame. Sitting all alone in a contemplative cyclone. What in the hell is this moment in time? So odd, so out of place, so hard to climb. Riddled with confusion, convolution, and question. Like a repetitive routine and slow-paced progression. So gradually frustrating, so progressively nauseating. My loving heart, my vexed head, my impartial eyes, daily so many self-difficulties regularly on my mind, begging answers for questions I can't seem to find. My fulsome soul, my inmost love, my arcane thoughts. Each day I try to keep patient and understanding, only to find conflictions keep ever expanding. Everything together that feels like forever. Why the hell do things only make sense in time? So odd, so out of place, so peculiar in design. Love like thunder. The scent of lavender and sounds of laughter. The late of nights and long days of delights. Is it so strange? Is it any wonder why, whenever I think of her, my pulse is rapid thunder? Carpools drinking and airing up her bed, game nights hiking and letters to be read, phone calls smiling and words to be said, the high mountain sights and low valley lights, the time together and memories I treasure. Is it so strange? Is it any wonder why, whenever I think of her, my soul is of loving thunder? I miss you. Always and forever. Light flickering, dwindling, dying, smoldering out. Consuming embalming fluid, I drown. Sown smile rots away to a frown. Thoughts buried 6 feet underground. Corpse shivering, withering, decaying, crying out. Worms eat my heart as we depart. Farewell, my sweetheart. With love always and forever. Soul suffering, whimpering, despairing, reaching out. Good night and sweet dreams, my darling. With love, always and forever. Your affectionate cadaver. Shit! This guy just flatlined! Give me the paddle, stat! Reprehensible. Who even are you anymore? Where is the blood I knew theretofore, with traits heretofore unthinkable? Alienated from my eyes, a beast to demonize, architect of your own demise. To what ailment have you succumbed? Talents that seal our final outcome. Thee as unrecognizable as you've become. Hex set to sever, hell be our aggressor. Have I lost you forever? Who even are you anymore? Where is the blood I knew theretofore, with traits heretofore unthinkable?
Spit Shop.